Okay, so what we need here is some bits of cardboard, and depending on what you want, I used corrugated cardboard for this. You know, it was just an Amazon box or something sitting around, and covered both sides with book page, and that was good, but they are a tiny bit thick. See? So if that bothers you, just know that you can use thin cardboard too. This was from a box of light bulbs. And this, of course, is a good old cereal box. So whichever you have and whichever you want, it all works well. And let me get some book page going. This is my copy of Nicholas Nickleby. This is a lifetime supply of tiny print book page, and I like the tiny print because it reads as a solid, and it's better for backgrounds. I mean, for my eye it is. And I want to preserve these big margins because they're good for stamping and stuff and such like that. So all right, put these aside. And I had already made one with this, but I will, let's make this one. This is the thin stuff. And we're not going to need the whole page. I like the page with the fewest paragraph breaks because, again, it reads more like a solid for backgrounds. So let's do this one, and we'll put the other side on the back. Okay, and yes, this is my handy dandy glue bottle that used to be art glitter glue, which was great. And then I found several containers of good old Elmer's school glue. I watered it down and put it in this container. When I get through all of that, then we'll find some more art glitter glue. Just put it on there. Boom. Give it a good press. And then on the other side, ooh, we're a little crooked. Crooked. Oh well, it's crooked now. I'm going to put this, and I want them to read the same direction. So if this is up, I want that to be up as well. It's just me. You may want it differently. So, glue and glue and glue. Line it up with the other paper so we can cut it square. Okay, so there you have it. Hello, where's the hole? There we go. Okay, and when you're doing this, if you happen to have some of these nice big kitchen shears that cut anything, these are handy for this cardboard. Let's see where the end is. So what I'm doing, I'm going to line it up with the lines of text so that it looks straight. Even though it's a tiny bit crooked, we're going to cut it straight. So this is a little over 2 inches. Let's just call it. Hang on. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of the edges here. Let's measure. So each big square is an inch, and the little squares are 1/4 of an inch. So I've got 1 3/4. If I want to make a square, I need 1 3/4 this way. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1 3/4. There it is. And I'm going to line it up with the text so it's kind of straight. And there's a square. And so we will make something similar to this. And then with these, I really like making the thin ones because they look great dangling from the spine of a book when you put an eyelet in them and a little charm maybe. See? So, let's see. Let's do, I like the book text going this way, but you know, that's not a rule. Let's try one of these. Funky shapes are cool, okay? Not everything has to be a 90-degree angle, right? Let's see. But we'll do one like that. That one's kind of too small. Okay. So here we go. Now on these guys, I rubber stamped this. I have rub-on letters that I used here, and this is a punch and some words. So any of this, anything you want is good, right? So let's do some inking, of course, because that's what we do. And I'm a heavy inker, okay? It's all right. That's just me. Yeah, so these make great spine dangles, and they use up stuff. They're easy, and they can be anything. They can be anything. Two sides, yes, you all know how to do this. I could have done it beforehand, but I was sure that you all would want to see me do this. Okay. All right, and that is Vintage Photo Oxide. And not because I know the difference between the ink and the oxide. I don't. That was just the one I bought that day. All right. So let's put these over here. Just leave one for inspiration's sake. I suggest you do your decorating first and then punch the holes. So we will do that. You can use anything. I'm going to decorate these for an album I am creating right now. And I thought maybe the hiking boots. No, I'll save that for another day. I've got some punches that I've had forever. Okay. whatever. Oh, it's too small. No. Okay. Actually, let's go back to hiking boots. Let's see how this works. And I'm going to get... This is an old Stampin' Up! Set. Had for probably, I don't know, 20 years or more. Yeah, I was a serious scrapbooker back in the day, and I have all the tools and most of the supplies still. Ah, there we go, footsteps. I don't know if I like that. Well, we're going to keep on going. We'll color it. And on here, let's do a rub on. Now see, I have these nice chunky black letters, and these work great. There are also numbers in this package. So why don't we do a number? Now, when you're doing rub-ons, cut them out so that you don't put them on here and rub it on from here, because you run the risk of ruining the next rub-on and getting it on this. And then so you kind of ruin two things at once, and it's really frustrating. So I'm going to cut these. And so see, I'm going to cut them apart. I'm going to get my handy dandy popsicle stick. Kind of put it in the middle because I plan to have things on the ends. So this is going to be number 6. Okay. And should we do number 5? Number 5. We'll put this kind of down low. Leave some room for an eyelet. Yeah, these are 20 years old too, and they're still perfectly good. These rub-ons. All right. And I think what I'm going to do with this. Let's try stamping it onto coffee dyed. The back of coffee dyed scrapbook paper. A little torn edge going there. Drop it on the floor. Yeah, because that's how we roll around here. See, I'm going to leave a little bit of edge. We're fixing this, okay? Because I'm not too happy with how that looked on the book page. It's not enough of a solid to carry this very piecey stamp. Piecey, meaning not solid lines. Okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then I think some faux stitching, because, you know, these are too little to put under the sewing. Well, they're not, but they are for me. And I like to cross my lines in the corners. And I think this one will make a diagonal. And these guys, being that they are, the rub-on is black, we will do our faux stitching. I really appreciate your coming to sit with me a little bit, watch my video. I'm so new to this, and I'm still learning how to do it, and still trying to get all the buttons and dials right. And it is definitely a steep learning curve to this whole thing, let me tell you. Okay, and let's see. So what can we do with... I have some fabric and lace stuff that we can maybe add. I also have some fun fabric that has like typesetting numbers and letters all over it, which is right side, wrong side. Ooh, upside down. Too big. Okay, too big. And some lacy bits. You know, in the thrift store, I find every once in a while I find a grab bag of sewing stuff, and there's always one of these. So, let's see. Oh, that would be cute, wouldn't it? Okay, let's take 3 of these. This lace or applique, whatever you want to call it. Comes on a roll from Joann's. Well, I guess any hobby store that carries ribbon might have it. So let's do our faux stitching first. See, crossing the corners. Do it on the back too. Well, maybe two. Maybe two, because we're going to put an eyelet for your fabric needs. Good old fabric tack or 3-in-1 or Fabrifix. Couple of dots. Oh. Oh, like that. Yeah, I've tried inking them. It doesn't really look too good. What looks better, I guess, is coffee. But even that, on the fabric, I don't know, it just, oops. Okay, there you go. So she puts it down and then decides she should have colored it a little bit with some green. Oh, no, we're going to let it ride. Okay, there we go. There we go. You can use punches, except he's not going to. He wouldn't be happy on it. The little frog. I love that punch. I've had it forever. What about this? Oh, that's cute. Again, this one comes in a roll too. This stuff. Okay. Right. So, oops, see, I told you, do this before you put stuff on. I'm just naturally a mess maker, and it boggles the mind how I can be here for 5 minutes and I've already created a mess and lost 3 things. You know? Okay. Yeah. Need a colored pencil. And this is why, because I get out everything. Everything. Right. These Prismacolors, I've had these for many years. And they're mixed in with other things, of course. Let's just see what this does. This is a book I'm working on is for someone who loves to walk in the woods. And so that explains the boots. And if I had used marker, the ink would have liquefied because it's not the archival stuff. So that's why the pencils. But you could have used watercolor first and then stamped it, of course. Anybody could do that. Not this one. Just the tiniest hint of some color. There you go. Well, ain't that cool? Okay, and this one, for this one, a little bit of yellow. What do you think? Let's leave those as they are. So the next thing, eyelets. Eyelets. Oh, upside down. See, H is the same either way. Okay. So this brings out the big guns here. Crocodile Big Bite. It looks scary, but once you get the hang of it, it's a great machine, and it punches holes and it sets eyelets. It has a sliding gauge here, so if you need to put holes and eyelets in the same place every time, you set this. All right, these things move around and give you the correct size for the size eyelet you're using. I'm going to use the 3/16. Okay, so here we go. Can you see this? Can you see? See 3/16 and 1/8? These are the two different sizes of holes that it punches. So I'm going to do 3/16. And then you see that little thing? Looks like a, I don't know, Pac-Man thing. It's an eyelet, so that's the setting for squashing eyelets. All right? So when you set it on 3/16, watch. Here's where the hole punchers come from there. Whoops. Set it on 1/8. The hole puncher comes from there. When you're ready to squash your eyelet, there's several different. If you look very closely, there's a 1. Yeah, they made it as hard to see as they possibly could. So for the large eyelets, for the 3/16, I'm going to use a number 1 on the bottom. And you push it back in there, pull this out, turn it around. Now, if you look at these top ones, you'll see that one's blank. There's no prong on it. The other one has sort of a dished out shape. These are for snaps and the settings that aren't eyelets. Okay, so you can do that. All right, so you're going to match up 1 with A, and there's an A there, kind of. Yeah, and there's a C on this one, so they're there. And yes, it comes with instructions. Don't throw them away, but if you've lost the instructions, they're online. All right, so let's see. I want to make this a diagonal like this one. So I'm going to put a hole up in this corner. Oops, and I'm using 3/16 because this is going to hang. It's hard to do sideways. It's going to hang from a book spine. Put this right up here in the corner. Goes right on through. See that? Okay, and then we're going to do another one on the bottom. I don't know. Can you see it? There we go. These guys, we're going to do one on top. Try to eyeball the middle. If you need to, then measure and make a dot. Oh, should have measured and made a dot. Okay, we're going to fix it. We're going to fix it. Don't worry. Okay, so I'll put, because here's why, because I can't see what I'm doing when it's sideways. Okay, hole. Hole. How are we going to fix that? Jeez, Jenny, what are you doing? I'm going to do this. right? Okay. Here. Hmm. So you won't do it with the thing turned sideways, okay? I'm going to put one off center. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We build it? Yes, we can. All right. And another one here, because, you know, if they're going to hang. Now, if you don't want to hang them, if you've got other applications in mind, you know, make it work for you. Okay. Yeah, and it drops all the little things. And so, I do want to explore a little bit of washi tape. I also have a bowl of buttons. We could maybe nah. Yeah. Another day for buttons. Okay. Just thought maybe, you know, maybe. So these guys. Let's try the old washi tape. Oh, I love these little skinny ones. Oops. I love them. Okay, I like the green because that will go with what we're doing. Oh, I love the alphabet one. Okay. That Tim Holtz. You know, he's a genius. He is a genius. I don't know. Maybe not. I love this one. I love this tape. It's got to be in the right place at the right time. Strictly handmade, it says. Can you see it? Strictly handmade. Ah, it's too small. Too small even for that. I got this. I really like this. I didn't think I would when I bought it. I thought, oh my God, that's too loud. But I do like it. Even when it's hard to find the end. Sure, why not? Sometimes then you just go right over top of what you did before. That's okay. It's okay. Sort of fold it over the edge. It's okay. It's all about the layers, even if the layers are hidden, right? That's what they say. Don't cover up the hole, though. Mm. I like that. It's kind of wild. Let's see for that one. Well, let's see what happens. Let's just cover it up. Cover it up. Strictly handmade. There it is, right there. And no, I'm not going to wrap it around the edges on this one. I'm going to leave it just ever so slightly inside the edge. She said. And she went right over top of the hole. She just said not to go over top of it. But we can fix it. Yes, we can. We can fix it. It does get all over you. What if we took our black marker This one, I'm going to fix the hole. This one might not be my favorite one. But I have learned over years of doing scrapbooking and this stuff and all. If you hate it, keep going. Keep going. And at some point, you'll have enough stuff on it or you'll stumble into the fix. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. So then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put some eyelets. I'm going to put that one aside because I'm going to quit. I'm going to keep fiddling with it. I've used up all my black eyelets. So it's, yes, going to have to order some more. I have gold. I think this one's going to get gold. So we'll get out 2 golds. And I know you can dye them with alcohol inks, and you can heat emboss them with black powder, but I'm not doing that today. All right, there's a green. There's another green. This guy wants green. This one wants blue. blue. What's that? These are, ooh, there we go. So he can have a blue there and a green there. How's that? And that one wants gold. Well, Mr. Amazon just delivered me some new craft supplies. So exciting. Okay. Let me get out this thing again. And I'm going to put it over to the eyelet squashing hole. We've already set it on A and 1 for the big eyelets. Okay. So, see how this is going to come down? No, we didn't set it, did we? Oh, yikes. So, A is this one. Put it back up in there. So this is going to go into the eyelet and then press it against the bottom. So what I do is I put it down, see if I can move the cardboard. If I can't pull it out, then I'm in the hole. And then it's a squeeze. You see? Some eyelets spread out like flower petals, and some just sort of spread out in one piece. These are the flower petal kind. You can see it. See how the edges are sort of cut? And they look just like that picture on there. Yeah, so let's put some green here. See that? And yes, I have punched and eyeletted book covers with this. Old book covers for journals. Work great. Okay, now these are going to be those spread out kind because they're shallower. They're still 3/16, just different. So see that difference? These work with shallower depth things like this cardboard or paper or yeah, thin stuff. And that. Yeah, and Alexa just told me that he just dropped off the package. There we go. All right, now we got we're cooking with gas. Okay. And the crocodile. Let's put back. All right. So then, what do we want to do with these? Let's try. See, now this one, I didn't have jump rings that were big enough, so I used wire, bent it around and did that, put a button on it. Same thing here. Just bent wire. You don't need the jump rings. Oops. Sometimes you need to put it right side up. This one has jump rings. So either way, whatever works for you. So let's see what we got here. Put these away, put these away. See, look at me trying to put stuff away before I pull out more stuff. Okay. The best tools. These are cheap, but they're great. Okay. Here's the wire, and this is pretty soft. I do not know the gauge, but it's soft and bendy. I have a couple of charms I've already made. What do you think about that? Would it like that? I like that. See, these are just buttons. Ran the wire through and then put beads on it. And not that one. How about this one? It's too long. Too long. Ooh. Yeah, I like that one. Okay. So for this, I'm going to cut, okay, pliers. See that? That's what cuts wire right there. A little cutter in your pliers. So cut yourself off a few inches there. Put it through the hole. These have a cutter too, but I like that one. These are the round pliers, and this is what you make loops with. So let's see. Bend it, move it, bend it. Let's make it a little bit, shoot, here we go, a little bit bigger. And then you can do, what can we do? We can bend it up like this. I'm going to put the camera. Sometimes it's a little fiddly, yeah. Sometimes it's hard to get fingers into these spots. But that looks kind of like that. I am not a professional jewelry maker, as you can tell. Okay, I just fiddle around with wire and beads and stuff. And then see, you got that sharp thing there. Let's try to squash that into the middle so it doesn't catch. I know, it just looks like a big old balled up mess, doesn't it? I like it. Like I said, I'm not a professional. All right, and then on top, cut myself off another one. Kind of the same thing. Let's do it here. I kind of like them all squashed and messy. It's okay if it's not your jam. You do you. I'll take it, put it through, back through the loop. And then we'll make a loop to hang it with. Take this. All right, don't judge me. Just wrap it around. Make a big old mess. And squeeze the wrong thing. Okay. So when that happens, when you squeeze the wrong thing and flatten out your loop, then we bring in the big dogs. Okay. Jump ring. There we go. Jump ring. And this is what's really good about having two sets of pliers, because you got to open jump rings. There is a ring that you can wear on your finger to be your other set of pliers. All right, now when you open a jump ring, this way. Not this way, this way. Okay, now let's just... Jenny, honestly, you know, okay, well, I'll fix this one later. Really and truly, I will. I like it. I say I like it. All right, this one. Let's use this jump ring we just opened. Put him on here. And put the little heart charm, or key heart charm. Okay. And then I close the ring. And the other day at Walmart, I went for jump rings and bought split rings by accident. And let me show you. I don't know how to deal with split rings, but I found out that there is a special pair of pliers, another pair of pliers like this, that opens these things. See, this is a split ring. And it's just like a teeny tiny key ring. You know those ones that you have to pry open with your thumbnail? Okay? So these are much more secure to hold your precious charms than a jump ring, which you just open like that. So here's my bag of split rings that I bought by accident. And probably out there in that box on the porch is my jump ring pliers. So I'm going to learn how to do it. Very excited. Okay. So if we were going to hang this from a ribbon, we could just thread it through the hole. Or what am I looking for? I could put a charm on it. Look, see, flatten that one out too. No, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'll own it. All right, we're gonna leave that as it is and let its next home determine what happens. So this one is, let's put on with another one of these handy dandy jump rings. Okay, pliers. No. What can we do up on top? Ooh, I like that. And these jump rings come in all different sizes. Of course, these, I get frustrated with the little ones. These are, I think these are going to be the 8mm. It's your handy dandy millimeter measurer. Yeah, about 8mm. Eight or 9. And then I could run ribbon through this so that this hangs down, or I could run another ring through that and let it hang like that. I think I like this. So I'll run some ribbon right there. And keep my ribbon in a very fancy bag. Very fancy. Look at that. Here's nice. Yeah. Alright. This one, let's see. She wants something happy and sunny. Let me find something yellow. How about this? Yeah, see, I used to work in the fabric store, and we would cut hundreds of fat quarters. And these are the offcuts from the fat quarters. because they just threw them away. And I said, whoa, I'll take that. I'll take that. So now I have bags and bags of these. So let's see. I'm going to cut a tiny little slit in this fabric right here and knot my finger. Oh, you guys, it's so tiny. Where'd it go? You saw me cut a hole. You did. I know you did. There it is. Yeah. I'm going to push that. Oh, I don't know. Well, anyway, you get the point. Let's do it this way. Some days your fingers work, some days they don't. Okay. Anyway, that's what we would do. What I could do, the old, I think it's called a bird's mouth knot. Push it through from the front. Okay, pull the loop out. Put the ends through the loop. There you go. Very cool. This guy, this or maybe can you see what I'm doing? Am I even in the shot? I don't know. I like the button. Okay. Like the button. Jump ring. About that. Ooh, how about this one? And there you have it. So these are fun. Give it a whirl. Hang them from a book spine. Hang them from whatever, right? Anyway, I want to thank you for crafting with me this morning. Check out my shop, my Etsy shop. It's Ferney Hollow, F-E-R-N-E-Y, Hollow on Etsy. And have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.